Morning everyone. Sorry I had some technical difficulties, but let's get into it. See if we can make some money today. Ignore these early algorithms. We'll let some price action get going and we'll see what direction the market's going today. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties trying to get everything going, and now I feel like I'm late to the party, so let me gain my bearings and try to get back into it. This is the first setup we like to see, but as usual there's always two directions or three directions to the stock market, so if this doesn't play out, we'll just let it play out and see what happens, because it's too early. We don't want to make any determinations now, but this would be the ideal setup for a downward push. We could always just bolt in between this channel right here. I still don't even know if this magenta channel is valid yet. Don't know. We have any more time to see if the algorithms are going to be kind to me in my predictions, but I really don't have to predict. I just let the price action dictate where the algorithms are, and over time you'll get comfortable with making the algorithms yourself. So if this thing is going to go down, right here will be a critical juncture. So if you're new or watching this type of video for the first time, I like the first 15 minutes to play out. At minimum, the first 15 minutes. So that way I can try to understand the sentiment of the market, what's the direction, how the price action wants to work. Is it going to be a choppy day? Is it going to be a trending day? Things like this, right? So you need time for that stuff to develop, but these are just some early setups I'm looking at, possibilities very early, right? This is like more scalping techniques. So we see rejection off the top of this magenta line here. So if we see it strong on the top side of this, if we see price action staying strong on the top, then we can expect, we want to look for a break and retest of it. So we're going to see how well this bottom line holds up, right? Because I might be completely off on this bottom line because it hasn't been the full 15 minutes yet. But, you know, you can't get perfect, but you can get close enough to get an idea. May have to adjust these angles. Looks like I might have to. I got a stronger uptrend. Let's try that. So, for the upward continuation, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, right? You want to look for that pattern. So since you're in an uptrend, your best bet would be to wait for a retracement back down to this line to go long. But again, it's early. Let the early candles play out. It's touching right off this key level. I'll teach you how to I'll teach you how I knew exactly where this. See how they're both rejecting off this line here? It's a key level here. I'll teach you how I got it. I haven't confirmed this blue line yet. I think I have an idea, but I haven't confirmed it yet. So any downward motion, try to look for something like this. Still early candles. So what this means is if we break this magenta line, we most likely have some downward pressure coming in. Most likely. We have to verify that with price action. There's ways to verify. But what we do know, which is what we saw yesterday and the day before, we're just trending up. So we'll see how significant this pullback is right here. Alright, we knew there's a pullback coming in. So if it rejects off this line, we're continuing that upward trend. But if it breaks this line, maybe we got a more significant pullback. It's kind of weak up here. It's rejecting off this line that I drew. So if you remember, the original downward motion was this. We're going to see if that plays out. But considering we're in such a strong uptrend, again, it's going to be top, bottom to continue for continuation. So it looks like we're rejecting off this bottom line. This level, this white line that I have here, is going to be a major level of resistance. Maybe not major level, but a key level. I still haven't confirmed any downward algorithm yet, so we'll see. So if you absolutely just had to trade, which you never do, your best bet would be the break of this for the down for a small downtrend. But you don't want to fight the trend, right? Because we're trending up, so you don't want to fight the trend too much. You should be looking for long entries on a trend up. We need more liquidity to build before we can make any determinations. Another rejection under this white line would be helpful. Okay, there we go. See what we do here. And I may have to adjust these lines, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you're not sure about this first setup, then you just wait for the continuation pattern, which would look something like this. So we want this small little bounce here. That would be beneficial, this small little bounce, because now we know we're building up more liquidity. And liquidity is the key to get the market moving in a direction. So I may need to adjust this line here. Okay, that looks pretty good. So in the uptrend, your best bet is to buy on the bottom of the line, buy the call, right? Go long on the bottom of the line. Like I said, we're looking for long positions. If it is going to go down, you want to see liquidity built up and losing steam at the top. So as of right now, your safest entry is going to be on the bottom of this line. Your safest entry is on the bottom of this line. So whenever I draw like a joint, like a significant joint, that would be the entry for whichever the direction it's going to point in. And if I draw past, that means expect some continuation. And if that's all foreign to you, that terminology, we can get in a Discord. You know, I suggest the class. I suggest the class. So just to recap again, when we're in an uptrend, your safest entry is going to be along the bottom of this line. You buy the call or you go long on the bottom of the line, right? And so if you're wrong, you see how I drew this little jump right here? If you're wrong on the down, at least you know you're protected when it heads up this way. You're protected this way, and if you're wrong and it goes down, you stop out short or for no loss at all. But this is major resistance right here. See, 1, 2, 3. This is major resistance right here. So what you should be doing if you got in on a call here or along here, you follow it along with this line. So your stop should be going wherever this magenta line is going, right? But because you're in an uptrend and you know you let it ride a little bit, you give some space and you let it go. I recommend you, so let's say you go long here. You count 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, and then you move it up. 1 candle, 2 candle, you wait for the 3rd candle and move it up. So look, this didn't play out, right? But what did play out was the trend. The trend played out. Remember? Where's my stuff? In the beginning, we drew this. Top, bottom, top, right? So like I said, your best bet is to buy at the bottom of the channel. You're in an uptrend. You see it trending up. You see the channel. Buy at the bottom of the channel. Therefore, if you're wrong, you stop out there. You stop out for minimal. If any, you didn't even have to stop out for a loss period. You can put your stop loss at $0. I'm not willing to lose $1. You could do that. So once this key level broke, 1, 2, 3. Once it broke, okay, the uptrend is confirmed. Now you can expect. Like now what? Now what do I have to look out for? You want to see a break, a retest, and you want to see a reject, which is also going to follow the same uptrend, right? It has to follow the uptrend. So your best bet is to buy calls on the bottom of the line, like I said. Nothing's changed. This is your safest entry on the bottom of this line. So if you missed it, don't go chasing it. You don't want to buy the top, right? Because you can expect a pullback. You don't want to chase it. Even if it runs and you're like, oh no, look, I could have made so much money. You got to let that go. Why? Because the setup will present itself again. There's always another setup. You just got to be patient and wait for it. So if this breaks out of here, For the down, this is what you want to see. That would be the ideal setup for the down, right? I want to see a break out of here because that's going to grab liquidity. Come back in, retest, and then come back. Probably needs to be underneath here like that. Otherwise, you're still in this uptrend. Bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So your next best entry, if you didn't go short here, is to go long here. But that all depends on price action, right? That's your next best entry. Your best entry for the short, if you absolutely have to trade, would be here. But that's, you know, it looks like we get a strong uptrend. You probably don't want to short this. There's no reason to short this market, so you should be looking for long entries. Short entries, you wait for confirmation, meaning a break of the channel, a retest of the channel, and a rejection of the channel. We'll see that. I'm certain we'll see that. So even if, when I did put the signal, to be fair, I put the signal late, right? So let's put it signal where it actually, this is actually where I put the signal, probably, or where I set it, probably here or here. So even if you went in, because now that we saw it rejecting off this bottom, you still would have made money. This is all money, folks. Look, this is all money. Even if you would have went in when I did say it, because, you know, I've been saying off the bottom of this is your best call, go with, but when I actually put the arrow, I put it here. So that looks like, you know, I put it a little too perfect. I'm not gonna, I'll be fair. Let's say I put it, I don't remember exactly when, I think it was here. So when I said it was here, but the ideal would be on the bottom, which is, you know, that's fine. I'm just trying to be fair, so you guys don't think I'm trying to cook the books here. There's no reason to cook the books, because I don't have to be right every time. No one's ever going to be right every time, by the way. But you're minimizing your risk. You're minimizing your risk by buying the call or going long at the bottom in an uptrend. This is just how it works. You'll see. Very simple. And I didn't get any strong movement out, at least not yet. So I don't see any real reason to go short. I just don't see any reason to go short. I don't see any structure setting up to go short. And I'll teach you structure. I'll teach you what the structure should look like for shorts. I don't see it as yet, so when it presents itself, I'll let you know. And I don't even really have a down. So remember, I said if you're late on this one, then you gotta wait for the break of this major level, retest, and rejection of it. So we're still waiting here. If you absolutely had to trade, your best short would be on the top, or your best put short would be up here. However, you know, you're in an uptrend. If you're trying to scalp quick couple dollars, I get it. If you're going many contracts, quick couple dollars, I get it. But you know, in an uptrend like this, why go short? Just follow the trend. You don't want to fight the trend. Okay, here we go. So if you'd have got in here when I told you, look at all this profit. Look at all this profit. Even if I put the signal here, whatever. Look at all this profit you made. Look how much money you're making. When I put the signal, look at it. Look at the signal. Look at the price. Look at the signal. Look at the price. Okay. So there's two directions. And look exactly where it hit. You see this other line I put? This has been here all day. Look exactly where it touched. It touched exactly on that line. Come on. What more do you want? What more do you want? It went exactly to this line. Look, how is that possible? I'll teach you. I had this on when the stream started. This was on when the stream started. This is not an accident. Let's see what we do here. So the ideal down situation would look like this. That'd be our ideal down. You need this break and retest for this, okay? You could be froggy and jump in on the break of this magenta, but I would prefer the break and retest. Still haven't found my downward algorithm, so ignore that blue. I haven't found it yet. I guess I could look. Let me look. Let me see what we got. I need more confirmation. I kind of see it, but I need more confirmation. So if this breaks out of here, this is what needs to happen. We need to break above. That's your up scenario for a stronger move up. But if you went in on this play where I put the signal, look at this move. I put the signal here. Look at this move. Look at this move. Who's doing that for you? No one's telling you exactly when to get in. No one. I'm giving you the least amount of risk. Your least amount of risk is on the bottom. And hopefully, you know, people don't take this week that I'm giving away the free sauce. Hopefully you're not taking this week and thinking, okay, I got it. I know the system. Because that's not realistic. You're going to lose a lot of money. You know, this takes time, and you need... Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes time. I don't know how much time it takes for each individual, but it's not something you do. Paper trading, paper trade. I'm not here just to try to fleece you out of your money and try to make a quick buck off of you. I don't, trust me. I'll be fine. I'm trying to spread the word, right? That's all I'm trying to do. Spread the word and maybe help people change their life. Because I know it's changed mine, and it can do the same for you. But look at this signal I put. Look at the move. These are moves that people dream of. People dream of this information. You know how many people saw weakness coming in here and thought, oh, okay, look at all these candles going down, and they went short? And if you remember, I had to readjust my line. Right? I had to adjust. You got to know to adjust. Once I adjusted it, I was like, okay, now I know what's going to happen. This is easy, easy, easy claps. Look at this. Look at this profit. Look at the signal. Look at the profit. Still going. Still going. Now, I don't recommend buying at the top. You can't buy up here. Like, this is a strong move. Look at this move. Look at this money people have made. If you're following me, look at this money. So you can sit on the sideline and you know, waste time, or you can actually make an effort to change your life. This is life-changing money. I don't think you understand. when you're using contracts and options, it's exponential, right? It's exponential. So now we're breaking this level. Here's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see, I would like to see more strength out of it, but sometimes you don't get everything you want. So for continuation, I want to see it bounce off this and go back up. If it doesn't bounce and go back up, which maybe this was the bounce here. So we don't know. We're at the top, right? We're still riding this. We're still riding this. We're still riding this wave. Look at the signal here. Look at the signal. And look at the profit. This has been every day. Even though I've only been live streaming for, yesterday and today. There's some people that know. There's some people that know about the plays I've been putting out. Cause I'm not going to show like screen captures that I've done, like, oh, look at this play that I did. I'm not going to show that, because what does that mean? That doesn't mean much. So I think this is the proof. If this is not proof enough, because I'm doing this live. This is in real time. This is in real time. This is live. February 4th. Expect, maybe a little pullback here, because look at the market's got to absorb all this. People got to readjust their positions now, or they're figuring out their life. Like, oh no, I wish I had a signal to tell me when to go in. I wish I had a green arrow to tell me exactly where to buy for the best possible scenario. People are saying that right now because they're all getting stopped out, and you're making money from them. They are called exit liquidity. That's what they're called. And look, what did I say? If you want to go back in, it needs to break, retest, and reject. If you would have went in here, safe. You're safe. I don't like going in at the top. That's not my thing. I go in at the bottom, so I don't have to worry about the top. Right? I personally wouldn't recommend it, but I said if you absolutely needed to, if you absolutely had to trade for some strange reason, your best bet would have been on the break and retest. Remember, I said it needs to reject off this bottom line. And I'm going to clean this up so you can see how precise this was. You can see how precise. The precision you're not getting anywhere else. Let me clean it up. Let me get in there. Let me zoom in. I want you to see that it literally touched the line and bounced off the line. So I told you when it broke, retested this line, I literally told you that. Go back and rewind it. It touched exactly on the line. You can't get better entries. Who's doing this for you? No one is doing this. No one on the internet is doing this. This is free sauce. This is free sauce today for this week. I'm giving away. And if you want to continue making money like this, look, I said exactly what's going to happen. I drew it out for you. I said if you absolutely needed to get in and you want a position, this is where you do it. I told you when it breaks, retest, and reject off this line. Look. So even if you were late to get in, and let's say you got in on this candle here, you're still making money. The break and the retest of the line and the rejection of the line. So even if you got in way up here, because a lot of times when you do market orders, it'll fill at the worst possible time, you are safe. You're making money. But don't forget, look at the original play. Look at the original play at the very bottom. And if you would have took my second play, look, right here. If you absolutely had to trade, this is it right here. You need confirmation. You have to understand how liquidity works. And eventually, you will. Or maybe you don't care. Maybe you just want the goddamn signals. I get that. That's an investment too. Because it's going to take to learn the system, it's going to take a little, it's going to take time. This stuff takes time. It's not going to be overnight. But look at these two plays. Look at these 2 plays, and I told you what it needed to look like if it was going to head down. So we can erase this because we know exact. And also I said we're looking for long positions. Why? We're in an uptrend. We're looking for long positions. Look, okay. Look how much money. Look, this is why I do it. So people that follow me can. This is life-changing money. This is changing lives right here. Even on this one. This one right here is life-changing money. I don't know what else to say. If you're not following me, if you're not locked into this channel, and you trade, or you want to trade, or you don't even know what you're doing and you want to figure things out to make a different life for yourself, I don't know what else to tell you. It can't get any better than this. It can't. Like, professional stock traders lose. So you got, well, you're not a professional stock trader. How do you know? Doesn't matter. I don't need the credential because I have the proof. This is live. I have the proof. This is live. I'm telling you where the least amount of risk is, how to identify it. And if you don't want to learn that, fine, I'll tell you. But if you're not involved, if you're not following this channel, it's never going to happen for you. No, let me not say that. It's never going to happen for you. Good luck. Good luck. I'm not going to say it's never going to happen, but good luck. Good luck. That's what I will tell you. I did all of that with one single line. Here we go. Now we want to see a pullback here. Look at these 2 plays I gave you. Look at these 2 plays. Even if you got in late on the break and retest, even if you got in late, you're still making crazy money. Look at this money. I don't know what to tell you. It's not for everybody. Making a lot of money is not for everyone, because what's going to happen is this is a possibility. You're going to join the Discord. You're going to take the class. You're going to get a whole bunch of money, and then all your demons are going to come out. You're going to be buying Pokemon cards and kombucha and kale salads, and you're going to get avocado on all your toast. That's what you're going to do with the money. Not for everybody. Not for everyone. So let's see. I mean, look at these plays. I'm giving you the signal. I'm telling you when to go in. I'm actually I'm giving you green arrows to tell you when. Red arrows to tell you when it's going to go down. All you need is... Excuse me. I'm back. Sorry about that. Less than an hour. In 45 minutes. This is life-changing money. In 45 minutes. And let's say we were wrong. Let's say we were wrong down here. If we're wrong here, you're losing very little bit. If anything, you don't have to lose a dime. You could put stop loss at 0. I don't want to lose anything on this trade. You could do that. I'm not willing to lose a dime. There's going to be transaction fees, and 0 is unrealistic because there's going to be a bid-ask spread, and it's going to get filled at the worst possible time. But you see what I'm saying. You have to understand what I'm saying. If there's going to be any down here, we want to look for this. We want to look for... Where's my stuff? That's kind of ugly. Hold on. Give me a second. It's like kind of laggy, and I made that ugly. So here's your continuation pattern. That's your continuation pattern. For the up, there's always 2 directions. Well, 3, but... So worst case scenario, if you absolutely had to trade, which I don't recommend at this point, going long. You know, if you missed that wave, you missed the wave. No big deal. No big deal. But this is, you know, the pattern you're looking for. If the trend's going to be that strong. Let's see. Let's let it play a little bit. Let's let it play. These are still winning. I do see weakness coming in. That's called a cup and handle. Cup and handles take time to play out. Your continuation patterns, like I said, would be the break. Well, I'm not, ignore this one, but if it had to, like I said, if you absolutely had to trade, had to, for some reason, someone's putting a gun to your head, then you want to look for break and retest. And it has to break out of this. And that's not strong enough, right? Let's just let it play out. The market got to absorb this large movement. Look, it's always two directions. So if it's going to be a longer term play, you know, slowly tapering down. I think this blue line's holding up. I'm not sure yet. I still haven't made a downward channel, so this one might hold up here. I could have made it a long time ago, but like I said this morning, I was a little off. Okay. If it is going to go down, it's going to go down level by level. Okay? If it wants to if it wants to continue up, here's what's going to happen. Hold on. I can tell you right now, your best put, the least amount of risk, is going to be along this blue line for a put, for your short, right? I can't say to put it on yet because we're in such a strong uptrend. There's no reason to short it. There's no reason to short it, but if you did have to, it's going to be at the top. It's going to have to be at the top, so whenever this wick happens. But let me finish my analysis really quick. All right. So again, if you absolutely had to trade, it's going to be the bottom of this, right? For the continuation as we drew, which I would give it. I'll let it breathe a little bit. Let it breathe. For like proper continuation, which it already is invalid, but I'll put it anyway. I'd want to see this. I'd want to see something like that for proper continuation. But it doesn't always work out the way you want it. This is invalid. This is invalid. Okay. Okay. Any longs? Have to be along, you know what? Let's let the market figure out what it wants to do. It's still in this strong uptrend. No reason to go short. Now, a lot of people like to call the top. They like to call the top because that's the, you know, obviously that's the best reward you can get. If you're at the very top and you go short, that's the best reward. So, because I'm going to have to get out of here soon. If you're that type of person, here you go. That's what you want to see if you're that type of person. But we had a strong move. So I can tell you that this point right here is going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting point. I think, you know, I'm trying to do like 45 minutes in advance. I'm trying to do 45 minutes in advance, so not realistic. If it goes down, I'm trying to give the bear scenario what it should look like. I mean, look at these callouts. Look at this win. Look at this. I don't know if it gets any better. It doesn't. It can't get any better than this. It can't. It cannot get any better than this. Let the market absorb this, okay? Give it some time. So your best put is going to be at the top. Now we see weakness coming in. If you miss this move, I gotta clean this stuff up. Like I said, this is going to be an interesting area here. Okay. I think I got something now. You would have had to get in at the top. Trying to get in here, too risky. Wait for it to, if you're trying to call the reverse, right? I would wait for it to touch back up here and then have some rejection off this blue. Otherwise, I gotta clean this up. That's a shame because I wanted to keep it all day to see if it actually played out. Okay, see that? See that? Too late to go short here. Wait for a little bit of retracement. You should. I'm gonna clean this up. We all know what it looks like. We can go back and. We all know. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we'll be fair. We'll be fair. But I did draw this short scenario, right? Because the greatest reward is at the top here. Such a strong uptrend. So, because it may take some time to absorb this, here we go. Watch. Watch this. Wait, we're... For some reason, I'm not expecting a V-shaped recovery, but who knows? Who knows? This is going to be a key area. Right here is going to be a key area. And this one that I drew out is going to be a key area. Tough to say. I mean, it still has some room, I think, for some sideways motion here. I think that was a... Look at these moves. No one on YouTube is doing this. I don't even know anyone on the internet doing this. For free? This is only for a week, folks. Because You have to invest in yourself, just like I invested in myself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. And this is just another investment, just like anything else. I gotta get out of here shortly, so try to hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. Look at this play. Look at these plays. Are you not entertained? This was easy claps. Every day we can do this together, me and you. And then at the end of the day, you're going to go home to your family. They're going to be so proud of you, like, oh my God, look how proud, look how great you are at whatever it is you do. But here's the thing, with great power comes great responsibility. You can't be making a whole bunch of money and then wasting it on evil. You have to do good with the money. That's part of the plan. You got to do good with the money. You can't do evil. Yeah, no reason to fight this trend too strong up. Let's see what happens. Remember, this blue is a major level here. Major level. So curious to know what's going to happen right now. Maybe some side action to absorb this. So we could see. This is difficult. So again, I'm led back to this level right here. So this is going to be a key level. This is going to be a key level over here for. I wish I can't leave up all the drawings because it crowds the screen, and then I don't want people to get confused. Well, you could always rewind the tape, I guess. So look, I put this signal here. Even if you got the worst possible fill, your trade protected. Your trade's protected. And if you stop out here, you stop out. No big deal. You didn't lose anything. Your trade is protected. Because this blue is your key level. If you stopped out right there, no big deal. You didn't lose anything. Or if you did, you lost. Should only been a couple dollars, very little bit if you got stopped out there. But on the break of this blue, that's going to be the key level. Okay, look where I put the signal. Look where I put it. Look what's happening. Look what is happening. This is live. This is actually live. You are fully in profit. You're making money in any direction. It doesn't matter if the stock market goes up. It doesn't matter if it goes down. I'm telling you how to print money. Look at this. I told you that this was the key level on this circle. It broke the key level. If you didn't want to get in on the blue, like I said to, then you get in on the break of this and your trade is protected. Your trade's protected. You're safe. You're actually making money, even on the worst possible fill. So now you got to have a steel gut to hold it, to let it play out, because we don't know what the stock market's going to do. We're managing our risk. Your risk up here is the least. That's why I put it here, because it's the least amount of risk. And if I was wrong, cool, I was wrong. No big deal. I know you'd have been very little. Stop loss would have been very small. Look at all this win. That would have been the price of doing business. This would have been the price of doing business. Do you understand now how it works? So if you would have never taken this trade, if you would have never taken this move, the signal that I gave with a red arrow pointing, if you would have never taken this move, then you would have never known that you could have made the money. So you got to take a little bit of risk. This is what I'm talking about, risk. So you just made all this money. Now you can afford to use a little bit. Put a $20 stop or something like that, right? Give it some room to breathe. You put a $20 stop. Don't, normally I teach you got to chase it a little bit, right? You got to chase it because you're going against the trend. You're in an overall uptrend, so you got to chase that. And then look, you got this big engulfing candle. So you could have made money there. Okay, let's see what happens on this blue. This blue's interesting, but this candle looks pretty significant, right? It looks like an engulfing candle. Maybe more continuation. Oh, I wish I could stay and play. For some reason, this is fun for me. I have a sick mind, but this is fun. I like this stuff. This is called an engulfing candle. It would have been nice if it was if this was inside of here. If this red one was inside, that'd be more like an ideal engulfing candle. But if you got in at the top of this blue, you technically should. You don't get out until blue breaks, right? But you had time to make money. You should be chasing this. Why? Because you're going against the trend. So if this stopped you out, okay. If you want to be a little more risky, you just wait until this breaks, right? Your first profit target was here. Your first profit target was here. Once it broke that, your next profit target is going to be profit target 2 is going to be break of blue. So if you had runners, multiple contracts, half your contracts are gone here. The other half of the half is gone here. And then the rest is stopped out for zero loss. You just get stopped out for zero. I'm going to teach you the strategy. But we make money in both directions, right? Even this move from here to here, that's a solid move. You made money. You made money. Here, I'm going to draw you the other key level, because I got to get out of here. So if it starts rejecting off of here, okay, maybe you stay in your short. But if it breaks out of here, then cut chalks, no big deal. You made, look how much we made today. Look at how much we made today. I'm giving you call outs. I'm drawing arrows on the screen in real time. And if you were here for the class yesterday, we know to look out for things like this. Right? Because that could be a stop hunt. That could be a stop hunt. If you tuned in yesterday, we went over this, and we actually made money on this. We made money on this maneuver right here. If that's what it is, I don't know yet. I have to... Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. This is... You know what? I have to go, and I'm still here messing with y'all. Look at this. Even if you took this trade at the worst possible time, you could have made money. If this goes against you, fine. You know to chase it, because if you've been following me for a little bit, or at least over the past 2 days, you know in an uptrend you have to chase it. You have to chase it. If you got stopped out here, fine. You made money. Your runners, the last two, worthless. But at least you made some on your first ones, right? Or if you just went with one contract, as you should be for, if you're just starting out, you have to chase this until you get into the money. You got to chase it because you're going against the trend. Man, I have to go, and this is looking interesting. All right, I'm going to... All right, I'll stay on a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Hopefully I can help someone change their life right now. Hopefully, this is life changing. Look at this move. Look at this move. Ain't no way. No one's doing this. No one is doing this. Your family members haven't given you life changing information. Some of them beg and borrow money from you and never give it back. I'm showing you how to make money. And next time they ask, you're like, here, keep it. I don't need it. You got it. Keep it. I don't need it. And then you say, hey, why don't you learn something? Do what I did. I took the plunge and now I'm making stupid money. I don't work. Look, 1 hour, it's been 1 hour. It's been 1 damn hour. Look how much money. Once you get comfortable, you double your contracts. You triple your contracts. Right? You scale. You take your time. You do paper trading at first. You paper trade. And then you start doing 1 contract. You get a little bit of a portfolio built up. And then you start doing a percentage of your portfolio, right? So if you started with $100, you wait a couple weeks, now you got $1,000. So $100 can, on average, let's say it gets you 1 contract, right? This is if you do the option stuff. It gets you 1 contract. You do some amazing trades, which we've done, and in no time you have $1,000. Let's say by the next day, or let's say you play it safe even the next week, you have $1,000. Now you have 10 contracts you can play with. This is how you scale. And you're not risking all $1,000. No, because you have stop losses, because I'm identifying where the risk is, right? So I'm not going to say bet all $1,000 you made on a play. No. That's not how we do it. We have a stop loss. So it'll be a percentage of that. So let's say you do, okay, I'm only gonna risk 10%. Therefore, you still have 90% to stay in the game, because we know if we get stopped out here, now we know what direction the price is going, and we can turn around and still win. Even if you take this little loss, you're still gonna win. There's a process to it. I know you don't know me, and you're like, well, I don't know you. How do I know this is real? Because look, I'm doing it in real time. I haven't lied to you so far. This level here, I told you, is going to be a key level. If you held this trade, if you went in here, you got to hold it until here, because this is when the move is actually done. We got to see what happens here, and then when this breaks, this is what has to happen. You can't just go in here. You're going to be liquidity if you go in right now. But you made money here for sure. I told you, there's going to be a level of contention right here. We want to see what happens. The ideal scenario is break and retest, which I've been teaching you. Okay, I need to make... Okay, I think I see... If this green is a thing, I don't have time. I actually have to go. If this green is a thing, let me clean up the chart. Gonna clean up the chart. I've identified the least risk. If you didn't make money because you decided not to, that was your decision, not mine. In the meantime, I just bought a car. Just bought a car with, let me show you. From here to here, I just bought a car. Thank you. And that's what you're going to start doing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust the system, believe in yourself, at least believe in yourself. Give the education to yourself. So if this green's a thing, That's what you want to see. And you got to learn how to, I can teach you in the class how to spot these algorithms. I'm not just making up, I'm not guessing. This is no guessing. There's no guessing here. This is a key level right here. So tapering takes time, right? Tapering takes time. So if this is going to go down, that's what you want to see, something like this. I'm not going to be here to draw out the other algorithms. If this is going to go up, I drew that kind of ugly, but it has to look like that pattern, okay? Don't buy any calls up at the top. You're buying calls at the bottom. You're shorting at the top. See this? You shorted at the top. We're fighting the trend. You chase it. You made money. Now you should be stopped out if you were to get in here. You're like, unless you got some conviction. Unless you got some conviction. But in my mind, there's no reason to hold on to certain trades. It's like, you know what? I can take the minimal loss and get in on the proper trade and make that back up in a second, right? What if this is decides to tank right here? So break of this green is going to be a big deal. So if it goes down, because I don't know, we don't know. Hold on. If it goes down, you want to see something like this. Okay, it needs to break the green, retest the green. I am so late. Everyone's going to hate me. Everyone's going to hate. Well, they already do. No big deal. Now, this might be a double top pattern forming, right? Double top, one top, two top. Weakness coming in. Double top usually is a down, is a indication of a down. Usually an indication of a down. So if you didn't take this one, that would be your best bet. Why? Because it's at the damn top. I told you this is a major level. God, I'm so curious to see this. What's going to happen? But you know you're in an uptrend, so this is the risk. You're in an uptrend. If you're shorting, you're risking it. You have to understand the risk here. Tapering takes time. Tapering takes time. Okay, again, if you're scalping, look, I put the signal here. Let's say you couldn't get in until here. Your trade's protected. Your trade is protected now. You're not losing anything. You're actually in money. If you got in at the worst possible time, I put the signal, you get in here. Your trade is protected. Okay? And then watch. You have to understand, you're going against the trend, right? So you got to chase it. You got to follow it tight. You give it a little room so you don't stop out, but you got to follow it tight. You got to chase it. This break of green is going to be a big deal. But because you're in the uptrend, you have to watch out for, which I drew before, I'll draw it again, just in case you forgot, this pattern right here. Okay, looks like we're breaking green. Listen, you're safe. You made money. This is money making right here, okay? I put the signals, they're in profit. We broke green. I told you green was a level. It followed this. How long ago did I draw this yellow? Come on now. I don't know what more you want. This is look at these plays. Look at all of them winners. All of them winners. I'm putting arrows to show you when to get in. I'm telling you where the risk is, when to get out. This is going to be a major level right here. Why? Because of this. Remember, you're fighting the trend. Here's your major level. Right here. So I'm going to clean this up. You can rewind it if you need to, but watch. This is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. You had your move, retest, and reject. That's what you want to see if it's going to continue. That's how you know if you need to stay in the trade. Okay? That's how you know if you need to stay in the trade. I gave you the signal up here. I gave you the signal up here. Even if you got the worst possible fill, you still made money, right? There's something called the 84% rule. If this one didn't work, then this one will work, and it did. 84% of the time, you go back in. You don't let the stop out call your day. So interested to know what happens. I'm curious. I'm a nerd for this stuff. And some people look at this and they're like, oh my god, I can't look at lines on a screen. I love it. Because you're managing your risk. Least amount of risk at the top. The least amount of risk is at the top. I'm just gonna, oh my god, I have to go. I'm gonna let this play out and then I'm gonna get out of here, I swear. And I'm going to try to make it back for an afternoon session so we can make some more money this afternoon. Break of this blue should be your profit target out. Break of blue is your out right here. You should have been in here. So break of blue is going to be important. That's why I put this line here. Your trade's still safe. Another candle would be nice. Another red candle would be nice. Or a stronger one here, right? Because if you remember, before I cleaned it up, what do we want to see? The break, retest, and reject. Look at it. You're safe. You're protected. I'm telling you when to get in. I'm telling you when to get out. I'm telling you what to look for. I'm literally drawing it on the chart real time. Who else is doing this? And if you're out there trying to, do some hustle type scheme and this and this and that and yada, 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 and you're trying to make this, I have a system here that you can go back and look in real time that is working. I told you this is going to be a level here as well. This is a major level because we want to look out for this. I'll draw it again. I'm showing you where the risk is. I'm showing you where the risk is. Now, because we broke this green, I'm thinking we have a little bit of but look at the yellow that I drew. Look at this yellow inverse cup that I drew. This is called the inverse cup and handle. Look at it. It's right on it. And you know what? I drew this a long time ago, and it's dancing on that line at the time that I drew it, right? Because there's time and there's price, and it's on that time and price. What more do you want? You can't ask for any more. There's no one giving you trades like this. It doesn't exist. If it is, show me. Show me where. I'm doing this 30, 40 minutes in advance, so you have plenty of time. I'm identifying where the risk is for you. I don't know your risk tolerance. You have to determine that. But here's the thing. If you take the course, if you take the lesson, number one, you're not going to need me after a while. But you have to learn the stuff, right? Whatever it is you want to do in life, you got to take time, you got to invest in yourself and take the time to learn the stuff. And if you don't want to take the time to learn it, fine. You don't have to. I recommend you learn it on your own, but you could be like, oh, you're just trying to sell a course like everyone else. Okay, whatever. If that's how you view it, I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not going to change your mind. If me doing this live, showing you in real time the actual when to go in, when to trade, if that's not enough, good luck in life. Good luck. You think this is all just coincidence? I'm just getting lucky every single time. Go back and look. Look what I told you would happen. I told you that you want to see the break, retest, and rejection. Right? And I told you this morning, whenever I draw these angles, that means the angles mean that. I told you this morning, if you follow me and you pay attention, you're going to win. If you went in here, you're in profit, right? It's riskier here, I suggest at the top. It's riskier here, but if you look at my other videos, I'm telling you where the risk is, and you get, the further down you get away, the more risky it is. You have to, this is the process, it's a learning process, you're going to have to rework your mind. Because I've had to, this took me a long time. I'm not going to say perfect it, there's obviously things you can't, I'm not a fortune teller. I just know where the risk is. And if you went in here, you're out. Boom. You took your profit and you're out. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, I actually have to go. Okay, so this has been extremely fun today. I hope I'm going to try to be back on later. I don't know if I can, but look at these wins. Look at all these wins. Look at these wins. Everything. Everything was a win. So, if this is something you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel. If you need more convincing, that's fine. I get it. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me for a bit. I'm not going to be giving away the sauce free forever, right? This is this week only. So, subscribe to the channel. Put on the notifications so you know when I'm on, and it'll tell you, hey, look, why don't you go check this stuff out? It's boring, I get it. But how about at the end of the day, you come back and review. Review it. See, you know, see if it's legitimate or not. If you just want signals, I got you. If you want to learn for yourself, also, I got you. Okay? Send me an email. I'm trying to get a community together so we can all get together and like-minded individuals, and I can just teach, you know, a lot of people at one time, or however many people want to learn. It's up to you. If you want to learn this, then I can do that for you. We can make it work. We can make it happen. So, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I also have an Instagram, but it just links back here. But I'm going to try to add some stuff on Instagram. I'm new to the social media stuff. Forgive me. LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Send me an email or send me a comment here. Let me know if whatever you think. If you think, oh, this is a scam, or oh, pretty good plays, or how do I sign up? What do I need to do? And I'm not telling you to go in and spend a whole bunch of money. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you to do paper trading first. Learn yourself. That's the biggest thing you have to do, is learn yourself. Okay? So I'm such a nerd. I want to see how this plays out. I want to see how this plays out so bad. Okay, but I have to go. Jesus. Okay, I love you all. Have a good day. Enjoy your profit. If you made some profit today, call it a day. If you got in on this play here and you made profit, or this play, or this play, or this play, or this play, if you made profit today, call it a day. Take your profit and start building that portfolio. You build up your account size so then you can double your contracts, increase your risk, controlled risk, but you can increase it, right? And that's how you level up your account. And look at this. I call this over. Look, come on. Look, I'm putting the signals for you. I'm telling you what needs to happen. Come on. I drew this a long time ago. See, I like doing this. I like when I'm right. I hate being wrong. Look, I told you that would happen. And it did. If you're not convinced now, if you are following some other random ass channels and you're hoping to make it rich on whatever it is that they're trying to sell you, man, I don't know. I'm not trying to sell you a dream. I'm trying to sell you reality. You know how I know it's reality? Because you can look at the lives that I did yesterday, the live that I'm doing right now. Look at it. Look at the plays. All of them. Normally, I don't like to give signals like this, but I'm doing it to show you. Eventually, you won't need me. Look at this. Look at all these plays. Look. This is crazy money. This is crazy. So when you're doing options, it's leveraged, right? You win big when you're doing options. It's leveraged. I mean, I've said my piece. Send me an email if you're interested. Don't let the opportunity go by, or you're scared and you're like, oh, I don't know. A contract is $100 goddamn dollars, right? If you can't risk $100, then this isn't for you. I can tell you that right now, because I don't want to like ruin people. I don't want to put people bankrupt because they. No. That's not what I'm about. I want to teach you a way to sustain yourself without a job. You don't need to go to work. I'm telling you, you don't need to go to work. If you made $200-300 a day, which we've done far over that today. Let me tell you, look at this. We've maximized money today. I've even told you when to add on and keep going. I told you where the least amount of risk is. We've far surpassed. We're in another altitude of $300 a day, right? I'm past that today. Way past that. You could be too. Why aren't you? That's what you have to ask yourself. Okay, now I talk too much. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Enjoy your day.